Hey guys, but I just talked to a fine fellow over here. He was a bit scared, so I just walked over and was just like, yo, I'll take care of this for you. So, I'm taking care of his problem, which just happens to be an enemy from a little bit later on in the game. So if you have trouble with it, don't worry. You can always come back a little bit later, do the quest then. He gives you about 7,000 experience, so it's definitely worth the do. Not to mention, when you come back here, there's going to be plenty of items and stuff that you're going to want to grab for treasure chests and lots of late game gear. So just grabbing it's going to be a good idea. So the enemy is just going to be like this big, like, green roly-poly nerd. So grab that, so you have a checkpoint. He's going to roll at you, like so. Just circle around him. You can smash him, do whatever. He's gonna spray some poison. Just be careful for his melee hits. They do hurt. I kind of glitched in like against him, so he didn't get a chance. Then he's gonna rip his jaw apart and blow up. He's an easy enemy if you have a powerful weapon, so just be careful when you fight him. That's really about it, is that he's just kind of a strong guy, and if he actually hits you, it's going to hurt, but other than that, it's not going to be too bad. But yeah, he gives you 7,500 experience, which at this point in the game is practically a free level. So just head over here. As you can see, between that and the boss, that's 2 levels. Get my HP to 20, and now I have 20 vitality. Now there's going to be some stronger enemies in this area, but you know, the enemies still have quite a bit of strength to gain. Before you come back here a little bit later, these guys are strong now, but they're stronger when you come back. They're still going to be the basic beginning enemies. They just added in some enemies that are a little bit stronger. Now if you come in here now and kill the spiders and do all that, these spiders again are late game spiders. They're not like the early game ones that you run into, so they are kind of strong. Take the skull. No. The big reason you want to do this quest is it nets you the best light armor in the game. The reason it's the best light armor is because you get it a lot earlier. Just wreck him, then spin and smash. Now the reason it's the best light armor though is because statistically and weight wise it's not much worse than the demon armor, and most of the parts are it kind of battles its way around for most of the parts being stronger and or weaker. So it's more of like a which do you prefer kind of situation at that point, and I prefer the lighter armor. For aesthetically speaking, I prefer the demon armor, but I prefer the lighter armor normally. Now what you want to do is if you took the dim hope, then you don't get the quest for this, but you just want to kick this thing. He drops a key, pick up the key, leave. This is the Citadel cellar key. Now you just want to head straight up to the planetarium, I believe. Unless I'm remembering wrong keys, because there's a lot of keys that you get for this place later. Here's another one of the guys that I didn't kill, which I should have, but you know, I wasn't really feeling too pressured to, because I killed them in 2 hits. Let's just head over here. Now there's going to be one of these guys at the very start, so just be careful. There's going to be a new set of light armor in the game when you beat the game the first time, and it's going to be called the Response, and it's basically going to be the, what's it called? It's going to be the Traveler's armor, so the Craftsman set. Okay, so this chest is locked still. Okay, so I have a basic understanding of which keys go where. So I just killed all these enemies in 1 hit. Time to kill this guy as well. He's like a trainer. So all of them are dead. Smash this guy, kill him. He's just like the early game idiot. Those guys never get any stronger. They're just as strong from the very beginning of the game. They never gain any power. Unlike some of the end game enemies, which do get stronger as the game goes on. Now there's going to be one of these guys, just kill him. If you've already grabbed the bottle from the beginning of the game, then you don't have to worry, there's nothing else here, just some experience from those guys. If you haven't, then go ahead and grab the bottle then, because it's kind of a necessity at that point. Just because having more HP helps. I don't know why I keep doing it to doing that to this guy. Okay, so you kill this guy, and now when you go through this time, there should be I think a key. Yeah, you get the Northern Monastery Wing chest key, which is just that's the key to the chest that I just passed, and I believe it gives you either a strength or a faith sword. I can't remember, but it doesn't give you anything for agility. I remember that much. It's like a really ridiculous name. It's the shoe, is what the sword's called. Oh, it's a strength sword. Strength straight sword. Okay. It's a very good weapon. It looks really cool. Doesn't really have any special qualities, but I'm sure that honestly, if you put that on instead of my axe, it would probably be a better weapon. Which actually I'm going to check in a moment because I'm not sure, and I'm going to be up in the planetarium anyways. But so I got the key to that chest. I think this key, I'm not sure if I have the correct key for this chest yet. I might. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So just pick that up. That should be, it's the cocoon, which is a great shield, or a tower shield. So just run upstairs. It's a very long run. I think this key works up here. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to go to the blacksmith, but it should work in the planetarium. Let's see. Yep. Now you get parts of the persistence set. You get 3 parts of it, and then you get the last piece, and I'll show you where the last piece is. Persistence, where is it? Now, persistence is a little heavier. In fact, as you can see, it's just, yep, and a question for you. Oh, come on, man. Okay, so this is when you can start the DLC. You can just choose to skip his dialogue and then come back to it later, which is what I did. I also missed the giant guy's, Well, that kind of blows, but prejudice, I don't have a weapon to put that into yet. Okay, so I'll just have to suck it up and deal for right now. As you can see, though, the dimension set, with persistence, it comes at 47, put that in, and then it's at 61. So persistence set is definitely good. For right now, until I get the last will, I'm going to take off my helmet so I can fast roll, because the entire point of this build is that it's a fast roll build. So now I'm wearing all persistence gear. I'm going to grab the last piece of persistence, which I'm not going to be able to wear. Actually, I might be able to. I don't think the helmet's that heavy. I believe the helmet's actually pretty light, because it compensates because the rest of the armor is very weighty. But as you can see, the persistence set looks pretty badass. What you can do now also is something that opened up is, just be careful, watch your side. You're gonna get kind of ganged up on. Whoa, what is that attack? So just be careful, take a sip if you need to. Okay, I'm gonna kill this nerd. As you can see, though, this weapon is starting to fall off at this point. It's not quite as strong as it was. It's still pretty strong, but it's not like one-shotting things anymore. Now walk ever so slightly into here. It's gonna be a big guy. Just kill him. Now. Just take a strut through here. Hold on. There we go. Open that up. Notice how I didn't even have the proper like ability to use that, but I could still go in here. So that's just going to be a spell point shard and a poison resistant shard. So not bad. Could be better, but not bad. This is where the game is going to start trying to give you more skill point shards, just because the game kind of is thinking that it's giving you too many attribute points. So they kind of throw a bunch of skill shards at you, which is kind of annoying, honestly. But it's whatever. So just kill this guy. And if he doesn't keep backpedaling like a nerd, he shouldn't be too hard for you. You know, he still dies in one combo, but that's also because you do damage through his shield. So just backflip to ignore, smack, smack. So now with him blocking, he's not gonna have enough stamina to avoid you anymore. So if you catch him with a hit, good. If you just smack his shield and break through, good. Either way, he's gonna die. The next set of light armor that you get is actually gonna be the set that these guys wear. So you get their like demon set. This is where you get Curse, which this is one of the legendary weapons in the game. I'll show you guys how to make it legendary, but for right now, let us head to get... Well, first off, let's head and pick this up. And then... head right there. Let's go ahead and do that. Now you head through here, and as you know, I killed Beast, so Beast is gone. Now what you do after that is you head through this room, you head back to where you started, and everything's going to be gone. Let's see, just head to the right here. There's going to be a bunch of audio logs, and it's going to be like your guy's dad talking, it seems like. And it seems like that big monster you killed was your guy's dad. Like that's who they experimented on. Now you get the helmet to persistence and an empty bottle. The helmet to persistence, not as light as I thought it was. Darn. Okay. Well, if I put on the cold blood top, or the cold blood head, then it should be fine. The dimensions head is just a little too heavy. So if you want a little bit of defense and you just want to optimize, then go ahead and just toss on the cold blood top. If you don't really care, then just, you know, just take your helmet off, or if you don't care even more, just don't worry about it at all. This right here is just in case you're looking for all the audio logs in the game, which this is like kind of like a philosophical question. But yeah, no, I think that that's kind of a cool question to ask in general. Like, just because you've done something bad, does that make you a bad person? So, I mean, there are a couple cool, like, audio logs in this game. That's probably the coolest one in my opinion. Then the other ones are like the ones of your guy's dad. That one's pretty cool. I don't know why your character's father is relevant, but it kind of talks about your character's mom too, and you know, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I got another bottle though, so now I'm up to 9 healing items, as well as the dim hope ring, which, you know, of course is very, very helpful. Now, I'm not ready for the DLC yet, and I know that.